I'm a dum-dum. So, tinkered with the Jimmy, trying to see if there was a vacuum leak. Had the air cleaner off. I was spritzing around with some brake clean and just, nothing. Even spritzed it into the intake a little bit there, into the throttle body. Nothing. It's like, okay. Didn't sit there and think about it too much. Messed with a few things. Hoses are looking alright. Everything seems to be connected. I got one connector underneath there I need to figure out what it actually goes to. I'll have to do some research in the book. Let's just take it for a drive. Because it seemed to be, it smoothed out. Once I went to fire it up to flip the truck around to start the video, it was running pretty rough. Got it turned around. Started the video, started the truck. Actually let it sit for a little bit, and it idled kind of high, but it did come down. The motor is, idling a little rougher than it has in the past. But just go take it for a run. Get it nice and hot, and it was stalling. Did it several times. Didn't take you guys with. It's like, geez, what's going on here? So I'm inside, I'm digging around, common vacuum leak issues, intake manifold, broken vacuum lines, carburetor, throttle body, not bolted down properly. It's like everything's looking good. Then I came out here and I was looking at this brake clean that I was using. On the back, on the warning label, it doesn't say anything about keep it away from flame. It's like, that's kind of odd. It talks about keep it away from heat, because as it heats up and it turns into some poisonous gas. But it's like, this stuff should burn. And then I flip it around and right on the front of the can, non-flammable. Duh. So I do have a good can of flammable brake clean, and it says right on the back here, where was it? Contains chemicals in the state of California cause cancer. Somewhere on here it said oh yeah, extremely flammable. So that's the one we want. Well, now it's dark, so I'm not going to go make a whole bunch of noise tonight. It's almost 7 o'clock. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. But I was checking. Is it, maybe it's not charging properly? Of course, my multimeter's not reading properly. The little LCD screen's going haywire on it, so I got another one floating around somewhere. Well, actually, that's what I should have used. That's what I should have used. My Topcon battery checker. That'll tell you voltage and whatnot. Bought that for the 63. But yeah, of course tonight it's supposed to start raining, and tomorrow's supposed to be showers in the afternoon. We'll see, but yeah, we'll get her figured out. At least I tinkered with it today, though. Took a little bit of motivating to get me up and moving and getting out there, but it is what it is. So anywho, that's going to do it for this video. Didn't find anything out. Although I don't think I had my air cleaner put on properly. The base that the air cleaner sits on and then the lid over the top, the base, is just a hair too small. And I have to run that one, if I remember right, the one that came with that filter doesn't fit something. I wish I could find it again. I hope I didn't just toss it. But it might be in a box over there. But I seem to remember we couldn't use it. But the filter's just a hair too big, so you kind of have to squeeze it in there to get it to fit. So I was having a heck of a time getting the lid on. And the lid is one of those, got the filter cut into it as well. So, but I got on it a couple of times, and I mean, it runs good. Pulls nice and strong. I think that 1 to 2 shift is a little slow, though. But I'm not going to worry too much about that. But anyhow, tomorrow maybe we'll pick this up if it's not dumping down rain. We'll see if we can't use the right brake cleaner and see if there is a vacuum leak. So it sure acts like one. So, alrighty. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.